If you just now tuning in, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the bell. GMS fam, the green room. Let's talk about it. Yo, GMS fam, the green room. What's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling? What up? Happy Wednesday. Spilling reefer on my clothes. But it's all good. How y'all feeling, man? GMS fam, the green room. We in here. Aries Baby G, Trey 979. Brim Dog, I see y'all. How y'all feeling today? You know we start out every show with peace, love, positive energy, good vibes, passing it forward, hoping that you pass it along as well. We got some things to talk about today. We got some things to talk about today. We're going to have a real nice conversation about a few things going on in this world. I hope y'all stay in tune with this one, man. How y'all feeling? Let me know how y'all feeling. What up, King Lukey? GMS fam. Appreciate y'all. Let me turn this music down, but I'm going to keep it rolling as usual. We sparked the joint as well. Now, let's get into it, man. First things I want to talk about, we got a couple things on the agenda, on the notes today, but first thing I want to talk about is this skit that my man Drewski did. If you don't know who Drewski is a comedian. I guess you can call him an internet comedian, but he's also touched the stage several times. He's been on tour with J. Cole. He's on fire, man. He's been one of the most lit, entertainers in the past, couple years, you know what I'm saying, with just the things that he's been doing. And his skits are really good, man. Dude's really good at what he does. So I guess Drewski dropped a skit yesterday making fun of guys who do too much when girls come through when it's time to drink. And this upset, I guess, the weirdo creep demographic of men out there, because who will watch this skit and feel some type of way about it besides the hit dogs who will holler? And that's exactly what happened. Some hit dogs hollered and hollered on social media until he took it down. The skit was taken down, but thank God for people that know how to screen record shit, because the skit stayed up. And with that being said, I want y'all to see this and take it for yourself on what y'all think this skit symbolized. All right, let's play it for you. Now pay attention. This is the skit that Drewski dropped. Listen to this.
Hey, let's go. Silent club.
How dudes be acting when it's time for women
Never
to
have
drink.
I ever kissed a dude.
That's all right.
Hey, take a shot. Take a shot. Oh, she bullshit, bro.
That shot so
That baby
fucking
ass
small,
shot, bro.
bro.
You ain't even pouring a real shot.
Keep going, keep going, keep
That's
going.
a regular shot. I got the same amount of mine. I got the same amount.
Nah, you
Like
got
the
to
whole
all
shit.
shit.
Y'all already gotta catch up with us. Y'all already gotta catch up.
Does this not look like some real shit?
Finish the rest of it. Crazy. Yo, that's some demon time, huh?
Look at that, bro.
Make sure they see it.
Look. Gotta mute the TV or gotta mute the song in the background. But as you can see, look at how this nigga looking.
Hey, truth or dare.
Truth or dare.
I dare you to take 5 shots on her stomach. Come on. One more, then we done. One more, then we done.
One more, get the job done.
One more, then we done. One more, then we done. I promise.
One more. He real, he telling.
One more, then we done.
He telling the truth.
I promise.
He telling the truth.
One more, then we done.
So that was the Drewski. Just that right there. I know y'all seen it and was like, oh, what was the uproar? What was the uproar? What were people mad about? And you know what people were mad about? Not people, but a certain different demographic of men was mad about. The fact that he just put a mirror up to a lot of these creepy niggas who try to do the most to get some coochie. Niggas that literally be trying to get girls drunk as hell so they could try to smash. Now, you can't be mad at that if you the type of nigga that can get a girl just off of getting a girl. If you can get a woman just based off of being yourself, this skit shouldn't bother you. If anything, it should make niggas go back to tell their homeboys they need to chill out, right? But now a lot of niggas don't look at it that way. They see it as an attack on men, but they don't understand when you look at shit like this. This is some predator type shit, in my opinion. This is a motherfucker that is trying his hardest to get a girl slapped just to get some coochie. Is that the way? Is that the way of a lot of men these days? Is that what they doing? Let's read some of the shit that some people were saying, man. They had some shit to say in this shit. Listen to this, man. Y'all mad at Drewski for showing how a lot of y'all act when women are around. Drewski exposed a lot of weird niggas with that video. That's why they feel attacked. Drewski should have kept that video up. You niggas need to look in the mirror. Is there a way we can get Drewski on Abbott? Oh, that's a different thing. Also, yeah, try to get Drewski on the show because that nigga deserves to be on the show. Men saying Drewski took it too far in the video but wouldn't tell their widow friends in real life is comedy for real. Come on, man. Boom, you hit it right on the nose. Roz Mix said, I sent the clip to my daughter at college and told her to watch out for guys like this. Exactly. See, now, this is exactly what I'm talking about and why I'm having this conversation, because I have a daughter. And a lot of niggas that I know of and that I've seen over time will try to take up for some shit like this because they don't think about certain things like that off top. They not thinking about they child. They're not thinking about their daughter. They're not thinking about what would happen if it was them on the one hand and this happening to their kid. Don't nobody want their daughter taken advantage of, and niggas will if you are a father to a girl, a young woman, even a dude just talking to your daughter seems like a violation to you. So I know for a fact if there was a nigga doing the same thing you seen in that video that Drewski was doing, you would look at him crazy. You tell that nigga, nah, man, back the fuck up. You don't want that type of energy. I know what he want. I know what he's trying to do. See, it's easy to look at it from the lens that you would understand it from, opposed to not giving a damn and being that type of nigga and taking up for it. They always try to separate you from the homegirl you came with. Yeah. You know what that turned to? That turned to the, so that they can justify it, that turned to, oh, your homegirl hating on you because she don't want you to get none because she ain't getting none. It's like, nah, there's definitely cases like that. Now, don't get me wrong, there's definitely cases like that where the homegirl is hating on you and she don't want to see her friend get no action because she not about to get none. But a lot of the times, I feel like niggas be trying to protect they homegirl because they see a nigga being weird. I seen it with my own eyes. At parties, the club, being out at the bar. I seen the shit with my own eyes. Now, why he deleted it, I have no idea. I didn't think the skit was worth being deleted as far as like, I mean, who did it offend? Besides a bunch of creepy niggas who be on that shit. I didn't know we were protecting creepy niggas' feelings out here. But we live in a different age, man. And I guess creepy niggas have a voice out here too. I mean, if we want to take this to a different level, we do live in America where a lot of people are into that weirdo shit. So I wouldn't put it past the natural, the regular public to be like, hey, don't be trying to give away our secrets, nigga. You out here telling on us. We can't get no pussy no other way. And now you niggas exposing us for being the weirdos that we are. He said, but did I tell you about her sister and her cousin thought I wasn't? Oh yeah, you have a responsibility as a father to prepare her for that dude. Exactly. And if you have a daughter out here and you not trying to tell her about the signs and have her watch out for niggas like you when you was younger, you doing it wrong, man. You only setting her up for failure. You setting her up for failure. Now, this is a deeper conversation because motherfuckers don't understand how this shit works when it comes. Like, motherfuckers don't want to leave too. Like, let's not just put it all on the guys. If you show up somewhere and you see somebody with weird energy, you feel that weird energy, you need to leave. Ladies, you need to get the fuck out of Dodge. You need to move around. Don't stick around. Don't think that it's going to get better later that night. It's not. It's not. Because when you stay somewhere, it only gives that creepy nigga the illusion that you actually want him. We have to stay in reality about a lot of things because people think that because the narrative is changing and because more people on social media say it's wrong, that these people still don't exist. They exist. The creeps exist. The scrapists exist. The murderers exist. You cannot stop these demented, twisted motherfuckers from doing what they want to do. You can only be on the defense and be prepared to protect yourself when that shit comes to you. And there's way too many things to do in this world than to be sitting at somebody's house trying to turn up with random people you don't know. If you feel that energy, you feel that weird shit happening, get away from it immediately. Move around. Don't stick around. Don't sit there. Don't do it for your friend either. If your friend is willing to put you in that situation, move around from your friend. Take some distance away from them because they're not your friend. If they put you around a situation where you feel uncomfortable and you want to dip the fuck out, but they don't give a fuck about you. Just a lesson for y'all. Literally said, creepy niggas be the most sensitive people on the planet. Like, how you gonna call me out for putting a mirror on the top of my shoe so I can look under your skirt without you knowing? Yeah, like I'll be seeing these videos that be going viral. These dudes at the gym, sneaking videos and sneaking pictures of girls' butts and, them doing workouts and shit. And We live in that society. Yes, you can put them on video, you can call them out, you can expose that person, but is it going to stop? Sadly, it's not. It's not going to stop these people from doing what they want to do out here. These nasty creep sons of bitches. And they go both ways, whether it be a male or female. It's some creepy motherfuckers out here. But I think it's messed up, man, that people have this outlook. But it also, I think it's a great catch that people on the internet decided to, go ahead and call this shit out where it is, and make sure that they bring some type of awareness to these creepy motherfuckers who tried to basically mute this shit. Like I said, I'm glad that screen records exist, because somebody screen recorded that skit and posted it after it was deleted. That is a video that needs to be out there, man. You put a mirror up to people, it'll slow some shit down a little bit. It ain't gonna stop, but it'll slow some shit down. Cause now that it's gone viral and that a bunch of people have seen it, now that type of behavior is gonna be called out at parties. They gonna see the nigga doing the same thing Drewski. Oh, that nigga tried to do the Drewski. Set somebody straight immediately. Daryl says, how do we protect women at the club to help them notice the weirdos? How do you? Now, I don't want nobody to play Captain Save them. But if it becomes a situation where it's dangerous and you feel like you could protect somebody in that situation as a man, and there's a woman in the situation where you feel like she's in danger, step in. But when it comes to people at the club and girls being around the weirdo dude who trying to get them to drink, and they just standing around them at the club buying them drinks and trying to see if they get drunk, there's not really much you can do in that moment besides either you're going to be the guy that plays Captain Saving, where you step in and, be like, hey, because it's a toss-up. You never know. Maybe she wants to get that fucking drunk just to be around this dude and hang, because there's people like that too. There's women like that who be like, I need to get drunk to be, messing with you. So it's a toss-up whether or not you can just move in and see a girl just getting trashed next to a dude at the club or somewhere out and be like, hey man, you doing too much. You getting her too drunk. She getting too blah, blah, blah. It's a toss-up. But if it's a physical situation where, let's say, a girl is getting attacked in the club or even outside the club or in the bathroom or something like that, step in and do something about it. Joe Blast said, one of the main ways to help those women is to make sure you ain't the weirdo. Boom. There we go. What up, Black Hippie Ricky? That's all you can do, man. Just make sure you're not one of these motherfuckers. That's actually my ultimate, my main point out of this whole thing. Make sure you aren't one of those weirdos. That's how you can help in this situation. As long as you ain't that guy that is the one being made fun of and getting put on blast and being the hit dog that's hollering, you're doing part of your job. Now, let's move forward, man. I got to talk about this because I need to do my part as somebody who's trying to be in this media space to talk about things I don't feel like mainstream media or, even the current, urban media, if you want to call it, is speaking about, because they feed off of people's hurt and trauma and mental health issues and the drama of it all and the controversy. They love to see people when they're down, and when that person starts to do well, you don't hear about their road to recovery or them doing better in life or them, finding their mind after losing it. You don't hear that part, which is a lot of things that we need to hear more of, those type of stories, because a lot of people go through that on a regular basis, just regular people. When it happens to a celebrity, they love posting it and showing people them having mental breakdowns and them saying wild shit and not even talking about the road to recovery. One of those people, Delonte West, they was showing him outside on the corner, barefoot, drugged out, mumbling, not being coherent, looking homeless, and they made all that shit go viral. But once Mark Cuban stepped in, tried to get this man help, put him back on a court, rehabilitation. Now this man is going out for the big three, looking good on the court again. I don't see that. Now, the person that I'm about to highlight today is somebody who deserves it, in my opinion. Orlando Brown. Orlando Brown, y'all know who that is, man. Disney legend, child star legend, ran the 90s basically, was in everything, every TV show, movie, you know what I'm saying, all that shit. Orlando Brown did it. And it's amazing to actually look back on that guy's career and see everything that he was a part of, all the legendary projects that he was a part of. And one of the things we got to see is one of the many meltdowns that result in child stars, the children who are used to being celebrities at a very young age and not understanding what it is to become an adult, because they're not living the life of a person that's learning regular adult things. They're growing up in a famous society and trying to be around a bunch of materialistic shit. They got the camera on them all the time. Everything is all about them. And especially when you do that to a kid, when you have a child star and you turn them into something that is all about them, as a kid, they're gonna soak that in and they're gonna be like, oh, well, everything is about me all the time. They're never gonna grow out of that. They're never gonna grow out of that. So I think that's what happened with Orlando Brown. I think he felt alone when things started to dry up or things started to slow down for him career-wise, and he noticed that a lot of people that was there with him really wasn't there with him. And let me be honest, I was one of those people that saw Orlando Brown going through it and thinking, man, this dude is done. Like, he's done. Like, and it wasn't even off of a lot of the things that he said, because, I mean, he said a lot of crazy things about a lot of people, but it was in the way he was acting. The way he was acting let me know that this was like irreversible. Like, oh man, that dude's gone. Like, we gonna either see him dead, locked up soon, or even worse, just at an old age, just snap the fuck out of it, messed up. And I can't say what this man has been through, because I don't know what he's been through personally. But what I can say is that this man has come a long way. And he's one of those examples of people that have been blasted in the media showing off his mental health issues and him going crazy and doing all this extra, wild shit, saying a bunch of wild shit. But on his road to recovery and him having sobriety and him turning his life around and, going to church and doing all this stuff, they don't talk about that. It takes social media to stumble across this for them to like get this to even catch momentum. These same platforms that posted this man going crazy and saying wild shit aren't posting him in a sane mind. He did an interview recently with No Jumper podcast. And when I tell you this is not the same Orlando Brown that we saw 2 years ago, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago, the one that was online going crazy and doing wild shit and doing all the gimmicks and talking about so-and-so did this. And like, I remember he came out with a video talking about Will Smith basically raped everybody, him included, his children, all this crazy stuff. Came out talking about Dr. Phil, Nick Cannon, and he even responded to that. Matter of fact, let me play this clip. Adam asked him about the time when he had mentioned something about Nick Cannon. We all know what he said about Nick Cannon. This is what he had to say about it.
Did you say some stuff like in interviews and stuff during harder times of your life that now you regret that wasn't true? Or?
No, I don't regret nothing.
Really?
Every time I've said something, it's been 100, bro.
Really?
Every time I've said something, it's been 100, bro.
So you really, what happened with Nick Cannon? Because he denied it in a Vlad interview and said that it was all bullshit. Like, I
mean, out of respect for Nick, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to just leave it. I'm going to leave that alone, you know what I'm saying? Because we squashed that, you know what I mean? And, and I apologize, man, what they did to your show, Nick. Man, that sucks, bro. I would have loved to have have sat on the couch, bro, and we could have squashed it that way, man.
That could be cool though. I think he's
But-
about to start doing podcasts again.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So but man, I'm looking to I'm looking to be able to push the collectiveness, man. Like it's strength in numbers, bro. Buffoonery, clownery, man. I had my share of fun with that when I was in my latter days, but now it's more like, we talking about money, talking about bags on the table, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to mess up how that man eat. You know what I'm saying? Just like I know how he not trying to mess up how I eat.
He got canceled.
You know?
You feel like you've been
Yeah.
kind of canceled in a way, like
Nah,
where the
never.
industry doesn't want to see you win.
Nah, it's not that at all. It's like, it's
So, yeah, Mr. Bop, dick, bop, bop, doom, dop, diddy, bop, dop, doom, dop. That's what he had to say about Nick. That's what he had to say. I think what I got from that was him explaining the fact that he everything he said, quote unquote, is 100, but when it comes to the whole Nick situation, he kind of is admitting to the fact that, he has done some outlandish things and has done some things that he's not too happy about. Not that he doesn't regret not that he regrets it, but he's not too proud of it. And I think that was one of his moments. I don't know, because what he said about Nick was crazy. What he said about Nick was crazy. And not that I can't, and it's not that I want to imagine that. I don't want to imagine that. It's just like, that's so wild, bro. And I don't put nothing past nobody who has been in the industry for a long time, who has been successful for a long time. They've definitely probably seen some crazy shit, but that right there is just too wild for me to believe. I can't sit back and be like, yeah, I think Nick sucked the dick. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I can come to terms with that personally. But Orlando Brown, he's speaking on things. When he talked about Dr. Phil, actually, I want to touch on that. Because his Dr. Phil interview was weird to say the least. This man had in cat eye contacts. He was just saying some wild shit. You could tell that he wasn't in the right headspace. And what happened was he actually admitted that even though it ended, his episode on Dr. Phil ended with him refusing to go to get help or go to their facility to get help, he ended up actually agreeing to it off camera, when the show was over. And he said it actually helped him. It actually changed his life. And I was surprised, man. I was very surprised because a lot of people at his stage don't accept help. I think a lot of people at his stage of losing it, so to speak. Now I can't speak as a matter of fact because I'm not, I haven't lost my mind. So I can't speak from a place of experience. I can just speak from a place of, seeing it in other people. It seems like it's that's just he was at a point of no return, which is why I want to be able to talk about this, because like I said, the media isn't going to talk about somebody's comeback or somebody being sober unless it's somebody like a fucking Britney Spears. Which I want to say this. Unpopular opinion, or it might be a popular opinion just in people's head because they scared to say it. Britney Spears is a fucking nut. Now, I know everybody be like, oh, free Britney and everything. Yeah, like that stuff is wrong. Like people being able to take control of somebody else's assets and their money that they worked hard for and all that. We're going to talk about that. But Britney's a nut. Britney will stand in the middle of her living room and do 85 spins with the same smile on her face for a minute and a half on Instagram and then people will go and look over at Wendy Williams not being able to get her money out of Wells Fargo because they're saying she's not of sound body and mind. I think Wendy Williams is incredibly more sane than Britney Spears, in my opinion, no matter if you like Wendy Williams or not. Motherfucker be walking around their house doing the same two-step dance. The same little two-step stance, and then walk away, new outfit, two-step, walk away, two-step, walk away, two-step, look at this blouse, walk away, two-step, look at this dress, walk away, hey, look at me, look at my crazy ass. He said, can you see Orlando Brown and Trippie Redd the same person? Look, man. Some people, they will hold up in front of you and make it seem okay. The other people, they'll make it seem like they're monsters to the world. I was about to say some fucked up shit. I ain't gonna say it. But I think Orlando is doing better, man. And like I said, I'm glad to see him, being on his job and doing his thing and trying to get back to a space where he can actually, work and function in the industry that he thrives in. You know what I'm saying? And, he talked about the Proud family as well. I don't think he's a part of the project right now. I don't think he's doing the voice of Sticky, but I think it would be wrong for them not to involve him in it. And I get it. I get the liability in it, because when people snap, when people go crazy, they're like a ticking time bomb. You never know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? They could, slow up production. They could end production. They could, sabotage it in any type of way. You gotta protect your assets. But I wouldn't see, these shows remaking voices of people if they not dead. You know what I'm saying? He's still alive. He's still breathing. He still has his voice. He ain't lost it. I think it'll be stupid for them to do that. But we get how business is. Now, something interesting that I want to speak on before we get to the other things. I have to talk about these celebrities who get in these relationships because they're celebrities, and then they have babies and figure out, oh, I'm dealing with somebody who is all about themselves. Yes, because they're a celebrity. They're hella famous. They have millions of followers, and all they care about is clout and being lit. What do you expect? Who am I talking about? These two oddball ass niggas, Iggy Azealia and Playboi Carti. Two people I do not listen to and are not on my playlist. But for some reason, a lot of people love them. But these two people have a child together. Now, Iggy decided she was going to have a kid with a motherfucker like Playboi Carti. For some odd reason, I don't know why these people choose these types of people, but if you've seen this guy, he's a weird. I'm not sorry, he's a fucking weirdo. Playboi Carti is a weirdo, not even in the sense where it's like just calling somebody a weirdo to call him that. It's like, no, he does certain things. Like, I hate when people do things on purpose, like the gimmicky shit or like the devilish shit, just so they can build a following and build more fans and, just be on that weird shit. He be the nigga that be painting his face and trying to look like a clown and trying to, be on demon shit and yelling and screaming like a fucking demon pterodactyl and shit on stage. It's the weirdest shit in the world. And somehow Iggy Azealia was like, yeah, that's cool. Let me get impregnated by this guy. He said, celebrities, you not when it comes to Playboy. Now when it comes to Iggy, okay, I see. But Playboi Carti, I don't think y'all understand. This guy's fan base is incredible. He has an insane amount of fans and people that are like, it's a cult basically. He definitely has a cult fan base, and it's the weirdest thing in the world. I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole. What I want to say though is how somebody thought that type of person would have been a good dad. How did she think that this was going to be a good situation for her? I don't know, man. I don't know what people see. I don't know what people's standards are. But all I know is that motherfuckers have been doing weird shit since day one. Now, I guess he had an interview where he was talking about what he does and all the things that he's into and blah, blah, blah. They asked him, how do you like being a dad? How has that been for you? He said, I'm a father. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is having kids. I just got responsibilities. I pay a lot of bills. I take care of a lot of people. I take care of my mom. I take care of my family. I take care of my baby mom. And I take care of my son. There's a lot of people I take care of. So it's like, I gotta keep doing it. First of all, you could tell a lot about a person on how they answer certain questions. You asked a dude, how do you like being a dad? How has that been for you? This dude couldn't describe what it was like being a dad, being a father to his son. He just said, I'm a father. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is to have kids. I got responsibilities. I pay a lot of bills. I take care of a lot of people. And then naming off people you take care of. Where was the definition, or where was the description of how you like being a dad? That just shows me that you don't spend time with your son, my G. I mean, how else could you tell the world you don't spend time with your son by how you answered that question? Anybody else in this world, regardless if your kids get on your last damn nerve, you gonna have an explanation on how it is to be a parent. Next question is, what are you most excited about that's coming up for you? My son, his birthday is coming up in 3 weeks. I got him a crazy chain too. First of all, your son is like 2, my nigga. What the fuck is this chain going to do for him in his life? He ain't gonna know nothing about it. He ain't gonna know nothing about the diamonds or whatever, the whatever gold or platinum or white. God, I don't care what it is. These kids don't pay attention to stuff like that. They don't pay attention to that. Your son's not gonna care about that crazy chain. If anything, that was for you. That chain right there was so that you could look cool, not so your son could look cool. Then he gave his baby mom a shout out. He said, Iggy, she's a great mom. I love her to death. I'm single. She's single now, but that's one of the best mothers in the world. And that's what you got to put in the book. You hear me? I love her to death. She is the best mother in the world. Now, that's what he said. But I guess his baby mom has something else to say about it. Welcome to being somebody's baby mom, Iggy Azealia. Somebody said to her, he says so many nice things, and that's what you stuck on, because she, went to her Twitter and said, take care of, oh, that's hilarious. He don't take care of me. Like basically saying that what he said was a lie. So what she said in reply to that person's tweet, she said, you've been misled. I don't F with a man I'm not even remotely on good terms with, claiming he pays my bills. I pay my bills. Secondly, saying nice things for an interview sounds great, but in real life, he talks to me like shit so badly I had to stop all direct contact. Now, do I believe this? Yes. You wanna know why I believe this? Based off of that man's answer about his own son. Not because it's Iggy Azealia, but because these dudes present themselves as this. They show it for themselves. I think it's the weirdest shit in the world to have babies with motherfuckers in this industry in the first place. That may sound fucked up, but every single one of these motherfucking relationships have ended the same. Am I wrong? None of these people ever really stay together. Everybody you think is like the best couple in the world, everybody wanted that quote unquote Jada and Will love. Look what the fuck is going on right now. Black Man America said, this is what all the hotties and bad bitches like, what Cam Newton was talking about. Glittery says she aired him out. He was trying to stay on code and she Shaq slapped that shit. Matumbo smacked that. Yeah, and that's one thing, man. This is why I always say real life exists, man. You can't be out here doing X, Y, and Z behind closed doors and then think people just gonna run along with saving face with you because you trying to protect your image. Nah, man, you might get called out. You know, she also said that his team was hitting her up after the interview got put out, trying to stop her from replying to it or say anything about it, but she refused to listen to that because it's like, how do you stop somebody from telling what's real? You have them deal with some shit behind the scenes, have them deal with some bullshit from somebody, and then have to try to save face for a nigga just because it's Playboi Carti. Now, I could see if it was something that could be detrimental to his career. I'll tell you this, his fan base don't give a damn whether he's a good father or not. When you have a cult fan base, them dudes will follow anything you do. Anything. And apparently they've just been going in on her for months. Ever since the baby was born, going in on her and the baby because of her, deciding to put him on blast about shit. Now, I will say this. Social media is not the place to do that at. It is the corniest, lamest, dumbest shit in the world to be putting motherfuckers on blast on the internet when it comes to your personal relationships. Now, when it comes to, people doing wild shit that the public needs to know about and you have that information, yes, put that shit on blast. If motherfuckers out here scraping people or trying to be a predator or, anything like that, yeah, put them out there. But any personal relationship bullshit, keep that shit off the internet. Because at the end of the day, regardless of who's in the wrong, y'all both gonna look crazy. Both of y'all gonna look crazy. It's never a win situation with that. Keep your situation off the internet. Don't nobody need to know about so-and-so being a bad father. What the fuck is that gonna do for the next person? They aren't in that situation. You got to deal with a nigga that's not a good father in real life. So putting him on blast on the internet don't mean shit. You gonna have to deal with that. People be wanting you to, they be wanting people to look at you a certain way or be trying to down you so that they can, have a come up or have people look at them like a saint and have them look at the other person like they evil. But what is that going to do? All the likes and the comments and the support in the world on social media ain't gonna stop that nigga from being a horrible person to you. If anything, it's gonna make them be more of a horrible person to you in real life so that you have to deal with more bullshit. And all you gonna do is sit on social media and type about it. Come on now, we gotta do better. Now, I don't like to end with any sad things, but I just want to send out, love and speedy recoveries, because so far they haven't reported any deaths, but there was a shooting in the subway at NYC. My brother lives out there, not too far, probably like 20 minutes away from where the shooting actually happened, at the subway that it happened at. You know what I'm saying? This was once again, one of those instances where it's like somebody snapped and decided to hurt a bunch of random people for no reason, try to kill a bunch of people for no reason. No reason at all. I will never understand that motive. You want to destroy your life, you want to end your life, do that to yourself. What is the point of trying to take people with you? That is a weird ass mentality, man. And of course they're trying to make it a race thing because, pictures come out of the shooter and surprisingly it's a black man. But they trying to make it a race thing, trying to say that the media won't cover it because he's black, like the media has some protection over black people. See, you can't have both. You can't be on one side being like the media, how they look at black people, how they treat black people, and how they view us and put the stereotypes on us, and then in the same breath talk about how the media is trying to protect us or trying to make it seem like they don't talk about black people in a horrible light. Stop it. Stop it. This is a real thing that happens in society. It's like you catch people's contradictions. You can't have it both ways, but it's always just to support an argument or just to support their narrative. That's why they do the type of shit like that. And it's really just a trigger thing. It's to trigger people and to get them to react on the internet. That's why I never engage with that shit anymore. It's been a while. I don't engage with people that do shit or say certain shit on the internet that is clearly there just to trigger people. That's what it is. That's why they put these bot accounts that just made their account this year, have them be having 40k followers and 100,000 retweets on their tweets and shit, and just made they shit 2 months ago. It's like, nah, you put these bots in place because you know that you can trigger people, and when you cause mass hysteria or people to get triggered and people to react to certain things, that's how you keep them distracted. And we cannot stay distracted, my fellow GMSians. My fellow GMSians. He said, check your DMs. Yeah, I'll check my DMs. Yeah, RIP Gilbert Godfrey as well. Legendary guy, man. If you know anything about Gilbert Godfrey, you know he has been in some legendary shit. Definitely a part of a lot of our childhoods growing up, man. I remember I believe he was in the movie Problem Child. Isn't that the name of the movie, Problem Child? That little white boy that went around doing all the crazy shit. I remember that specifically because there was a scene where they had like a food fight. The motherfucking piece of pizza went down Gilbert's pants. And I was laughing as a motherfucker as a kid. I'm like, I don't know why I found that shit to be so funny. So how he got pizza down his pants? I don't know why that shit was so funny. But rest in peace, Gilbert Godfrey, man, another legend. It seems like every single year, man, our piece of our childhood just like gets ripped away. Like somebody who we grew up, knowing in this entertainment space, who has like done something positive or have like impacted us positively in some way in life, it's just getting called home to Jesus. Yeah, see, okay, cool, yeah. That is the name of the movie, Problem Child. Problem Child was funny, man. That was a funny movie. It was a rip off of Dennis the Menace, but it was still cold. It was still cold. That little boy was an asshole. But yeah, man, shout out to him, man. Rest in peace. Definitely a legend. Now, there's something I need y'all to do, man. When this live ends, I'm gonna need y'all to stick around and leave a comment under the video. Hit that like if you haven't hit the like yet. Today's show is not gonna be as long as it usually is because I got things to do around this motherfucker, man. I got places to go. I got some things to handle, but I will be back Friday for another show and the 3Gs podcast. So make sure you pull up for that. Show your love, man. Hit that like button on the way out. Put a GMS in the comments. It's time to shout out the entire GMS fam right now. Let's go. Follow me on my socials. I'll follow everybody back. Hit the Cash App today. If you are feeling generous, I'll most appreciate it. Somebody asked me a little earlier what happened to the super chat. YouTube been on my ass lately, man. We gotta get remonetized because they demonetized us. Because we had some hating ass niggas out there that wanted to see us fail, tried to stop us from doing shit. YouTube got us shadow banned. So people don't get the notifications when I go live. A lot of people don't see the shit because they're shadow banning us. But as long as y'all continue to pull up, man, we gonna still stay alive out here, man. And I appreciate y'all. We moving back up. Trust me, we will get this motherfucker back monetized, and we will stay moving out here. So much more shit we gotta do, even away from YouTube. So trust me, it's lit. Like I said, that's one of the things. That's one of the ways you can still support the GMS show, even if you can't put a super chat, man. You can also hit the Cash App. You can do all that shit, man. Hit the like. You can leave a comment under the video when the live is over. That's how you support this channel. Shout out Ty Ward, Glittery Bubbles, King Lukey, Arius Baby G, PM Midnight, Black Hippie Ricky, Stony Tats, Black Man America, Heroic Dose 11, Joe Blast, Train 979, Theodora NYC, watch Moon Knight. You gotta tell me what that is, man. You gotta let me know what that is. Hit me up later, man. Let me know what that is. I'm trying to look for some new shows to watch. Joe Blast, my GMS fan, man. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. Like I said, if you want to support this channel, leave a fucking comment after this live is over. C-Mo, what's happening? I'm about to roll up another one before I get started on this journey. Y'all stay blessed, GMS fan. We out. I see you, Vale.